relationship for a long time, they feel like the other person, the partner, needs to know, like a mind reader, what the other person is thinking and feeling.
Mm-hmm.
We think and we expect the other person, our partner, our husband, wife, the significant other, to know how we feel at any given moment.
Okay.
That is one of the biggest challenges that couples face. If it doesn't mean that I don't love you, if I don't understand your emotions at any given moment.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to be very clear in um, describing what it is that you're feeling and what it is that you want.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
had a client a couple of weeks ago. She actually had an emergency session with me because of what was going on with them, with the husband the night before. She had a very tough day. She took care of everything, cleaned the house, did the work from home, attended to the kids, and at night they were sitting watching TV, and she said to the husband, "I'm thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, I'm thirsty." And the husband just looked at her and she kept repeating that I'm thirsty. And then finally she said, "Why aren't you listening to me?" And the husband said, I heard you. You are thirsty. What is it that you want me to do? And she was furious because he didn't get the point that I need a glass of water. And I said, instead of getting yourself so worked up, instead of wasting time for half an hour, and just keep repeating to your husband that I am thirsty, why not be clear and say, "Honey, can you get me a glass of water?"
Water, please.
He should have known from what I said. I said, "No, your husband is not a mind reader." Men specifically take things very literally.
Mm-hmm.
When you tell a man, "I am thirsty," that's what it means. I am thirsty. And I'm not putting anyone down. This comes from the masculine and feminine energies that we all have, and we hopefully we get to talk about them later on. Men translate "I'm thirsty" into "I'm thirsty." Women, however, on the other hand, when you tell them "I'm thirsty," they have this most magnificent story in their head what that means.
And what about that type of man? If you said I'm thirsty, bring the water, bring the chocolate, bring the food. You want a food? Are you hungry too? Which kind of man that they are?
See, men usually have more masculine energy.
Okay.
When they have more masculine energy, they are more critical, they're more logical, they don't
Right.
necessarily read the meaning between the lines. If a man has more feminine energy,
Mm-hmm.
then they tap into the more sensitive side of them and they
Right.
probably understand the woman's desires.
Right.
Now, when I say be clear and voice your desires clearly, that doesn't mean that if I ask you, Amir, can you get me a glass of water? The answer could be a yes or a no.
No.
So
Right.
no expectation.
Right.
No expectation. I can ask and then I can wait for the answer there, because there can be two answers. There is a
Mm-hmm.
yes answer and there is a no answer.
Right.
So be okay with either one. Don't be attached to uh, the results and don't have any expectations.
Okay.
Exactly.
Boundaries are very important, especially these days that we are together 24/7. Even under normal circumstances, even when two people love, respect, and they're in a healthy relationship, being together this much every day can bring up a lot of different difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
now
very
add to that,
interesting.
say
It's
it
very
again.
interesting for me because me and my husband, we worked with each other, and so we're like 20 before this situation, we were together like 24/7. And
Good for
so
you.
Yeah, that's why we kind of really the situation that you see that we can read each other mind. It happened to us like sometimes because we spend like so much time with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Even when someone said, "Oh, I want to say something," it's in my head, and the other person guess because we're like kind of understand each other like completely, and we know what's happening on the people mind because we track each other 24/7. And I can understand like when you talking about this, and like most of the couples when they were like seeing us and said it's very, I cannot imagine, it can be very hard that you guys are together, but it's just about the communication, that because we also work with each other, we kind of get into the get each other to the position that talk about everything, and now we kind of understand each other fully, and we were open to talking, you know, we were open
Beautiful.
to communication. That's why it's kind of not a problem right now, and we have a peaceful life. But
You don't have
if
any
Good.
problem.
couples,
You don't have
yeah,
any
if
problem is good for you.
yeah, we really we can
Beautiful.
really
So,
read each other mind. Just like the other day, because we're doing musics, and he play beats, and we were like writing songs, and I'm writing for my own half on my own half, and he was writing on his phone. And then all of a sudden we want to share, and it was very interesting that we thinking about the exact same topic. And so
wow.
the words kind of, we had like very similar words. The sentences was a little bit different because I have my own language and he has his, but it was very interesting that we were like thinking about the topic. And the thing that you said, that when I'm saying like I'm thirsty, and the person can understand, because you have to spend that time, you have to tell that people, when I'm saying this is what it means. So in some situations, people can read your mind eventually if you want to get to that point. But from the beginning, you cannot expect the person to guess.
Exactly, exactly. And even if you are together for that many, and I'm so happy that you have such a uh, good relationship and you can
Oh,
work
thank you.
together in harmony. That's very important. That's and I'm sure when you uh, work, I mean you they definitely have an advantage because you work in the same industry. If
Yes.
people to people work in different
Industry.
industries and they have different jobs, then it becomes necessary to have your own space, your own boundaries, and respect your partner's boundaries, respect your partner's space, and give that personal space to your partner so that they can be productive for that amount of time, and then have me times and then have a couple time together. So
Yeah.
that's very important as well.
Well, actually, we
Yes.
don't have the same industry, but we kind of help each other in our job. Like my
Oh,
industry,
okay.
I'm an interior designer and architect, but like I'm working for my own, and he's working for his, and so that's why
Uh-huh.
we're like constantly together. When I need him, he's with me on the construction job, and when he need me in the studio, I'm a producer recording. So we kind of
Excellent.
share.
We
Very
should
good.
have Niloufar talk about how she's keeping the
I
healthy
don't know if it's
relationship.
healthy.
It's
Maybe
a great.
it's too much.
Listen, if it's worked for you, if you're both happy, if you're both growing together, then that's a healthy relationship.
It's a help, you know, because when you start a business, you don't have a budget to hire a person or somebody else, and then uh, your partner can help you out, you know, can give you a help on a spare time. And so we kind of like, he hired me on his own business and I hired him basically. So
You
if I
trade the
need us,
service.
exactly, we trade a service. So instead of paying for each
Nice.
other, we ask, you should work for me instead, because we also don't want each other to stop our dreams. Like for example, if it's my dream to be an interior designer and it's his dream job to be a musician, we don't want to tell, no, you need to work because there's more money here in architecture. No, and he's also said that this is my passion, so we kind of like share. So I work for him, he worked for me.
Perfect, perfect,
Yeah.
beautiful,
Beautiful.
beautiful. So,
Beautiful.
someone asked on our website, said, "What's the topic?" And we are talking about healthy relationship. And Coach Bonnie mentioned about communication, and uh, under communication there is a different things. And the next thing is just
But
you want to add
well,
something?
let's talk about the specifically under lockdown, and since we are home
Yeah.
together, working from home,
Mm-hmm.
it's very, very important that we have a structured day. You wake up in the morning, you dress up, you have a morning routine, whether it's your meditation. You need somehow to get yourself grounded.
You
Um,
Yeah.
mentioned about the plan. Have a
Definitely
plan.
have a plan. Have a
Mm-hmm.
plan. And when you have a plan, uh, do your best to stick with that plan at the same time every day. Like 9 o'clock, do your movement, walk outside for half an hour, or do some kind of a at-home exercise. Do your meditation at 8:30, or have breakfast at 7. Whatever it is, try to have a plan and repetition, same time, same day, doing the same plan. And make sure that if you're working from home, you have a set place that you work from, that place every day. That's very important. Then you
Mhm.
can meet up with your husband or your wife for lunch, for take a break and do coffee together. Another thing that you can enhance your relationship, even when you're home, have a date night at home.
But other
That's
things you
that's
mentioned, sorry, other things you mentioned before date night, everything is under boundaries. Keep the boundaries.
on the, this is
Okay.
actually under self-care and boundaries.
Okay, good.
So self-care and
Self care and
boundaries.
boundaries.
Boundaries,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
And
So
then
when
let's
you
go the
have
good part. Is it night?
date night, yes.
Date night.
Take
Hoo-hoo.
a night, take a night, have some candles lit, maybe a glass of wine, and then prepare a special dinner, bring out the good china, put some relaxing music, and just, enjoy each other. Now that we are uh, kind of being forced to spend time together, why not get to know each other a little bit deeper?
More,
I mean,
yes.
we have been, me and Dr. D have been married for over 30 years, and there's still things that we learn about each other every day.
Wow,
So
beautiful.
Nice.
ask questions, talk deeply, connect on a deeper level, and get to know your partner, because the things you know about your partner a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, that person is constantly changing. You are constantly changing. So we are not the same person that we were a year ago. Our goals, our desires, our wants are changing. So keep talking, and revisit your goals together, and set different goals as a couple together, and then share your individual goals with each other, so that the partner can support you in any way they can. And
Yeah.
next is, if you have children at home, or if you are doing chores at home, like washing dishes. Most of us, if not all of us, don't have housekeepers these days. So we're doing our own laundry, our own dishes. We're cooking 24/7, 3 meals a day. So divide the chores. Like me and Daniel, if he cooks dinner one night, I wash the dishes, or vice versa. So one person doesn't feel like they are uh, being in the house 24/7, and then they are doing everything that needs to be done together. So
Mhm.
divide the responsibilities equally. If you're washing dishes, or if he's doing laundry, maybe you want to do vacuuming. So whatever it is, make sure that you're doing it together. This is a teamwork. It's not just because we're together, one person doesn't need to take on all the responsibilities.
Honestly, I like to wash dishes together. Is beautiful, and cooking together. And
Cooking together, come up with new. There's so many things that
not
you can
side
do
to side,
together.
not to side to side, together. Let's do it together.
No, I don't like together
Yeah,
cooking. I just want to do fast. He's like so slow.
good.
I want to do it like so fast and finish it. I'm just going, no, no, no. It's my time. If it's your turn, do it by your own. But it's my turn. I don't want anyone in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
or you can have him. Yeah, whatever you do that works for you. You need to have a
Communicate
plan
and
to
talk together.
Exactly.
and divide responsibilities and
Right,
divide
right.
responsibilities.
Yeah.
And another important thing is that we even as couples that have been together for a very long time, we process information differently. I'm sorry for the noise. We are
No,
I'm
No
right by the
worries.
channel,
no
so
worries.
when
It's
so
it's better to
I think
disconnect it. Our power, our electrician is shock, boom, cut, and come back.
this is it. This
Yeah.
is our new reality. We make the
Yes.
best out of it.
Yes.
We process information very differently. What is stressful to me, what is worrisome to me, may not be worrisome to you.
Right.
So be open and hear your partner's feelings. Feelings are not good, feelings are not bad, they are just the way we process information internally. So without judgment, without belittling the other person, without making the feeling not important, allow the partner to really openly and vulnerably talk about their feelings,
Mm-hmm.
because
mhm.
this is a unprecedented time. We have never been in a situation like this. So at any moment we can have like 10 different emotions come up for us. It's totally okay. And the only way that we can deal with these emotions and we can pass through these emotions is by first accepting in ourselves and then talking about them with someone else.
If
And there
you
is
This
also
is how
another.
I
go ahead, Nilu.
I
Nilu
think
Farka.
respect is really important to be respectful. And if you be respectful for the person and see what they're doing instead of like saying, you can work things out. Like I'm just sometimes like I'm doing so many things and we never talk about sharing our responsibilities. But just because we know that, like I personally know that he will respect whatever I'm doing and he will like do it return, like automatically he don't need us to talk about like sharing the responsibility. I'm doing it and I don't feel any pressure. But sometimes when you
okay.
see the person is not respectful, when you're doing the exact same things and you know that the person is not respectful, you feel that there is a pressure on you of doing some responsibilities. You
Sure.
have to be
Respect
appreciated
is
by the.
absolutely responsibility. Respect is definitely a must, really necessary in a relationship. However, in any relationship, there needs to be a give and take.
Yes. Mhm.
So even if you do all the work and you are being appreciated, if the balance is on, it's becoming unbalanced too often, then it becomes resentful after a while. So there needs to always be a balance.
Mhm. The balance
And
is the respect that person see and act like it, not just saying it. I saw like instead of saying things, just act, put it into action, and respectfully put it into action. When you see like someone, for example,
how do you
sometimes
mean?
doing the
Okay.
dishes. I'm just giving you an example. When like sometimes like you do the cooking, the other person like after the cooking finish automatically just do the dishes, for example. Like
Okay.
it's
So
kind
that's
of a
give and take.
respectful. Yes.
That's give and take. That's give and take.
Yeah.
We are having
And
two
then it's
different
kind of like
vocabularies for it.
appreciation. Oh no, you did the cooking, I'm doing this. And this is like something that makes you think that you feel appreciated, you feel respectful. So next time you want to do it again just because you know that he's
Sure.
going to do it in return.
Because
Yes.
there is an understanding that it it needs to be equally divided. When there is an
Exactly. Yeah.
equal balance give and take,
Mhm.
then boundaries are set nicely. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Great job. Thank you so much for everything. And good news to all our viewers. Uh, Coach Bonnie Sadiq, uh, she's going to start her program Friday, every Friday, 4 to 5. Actually, for 50 minutes. For tomorrow, yeah, afternoon, Los Angeles time.
Mhm.
And so, tell me about your program, Coach Bunny. What you want to do?
Uh, well, we're going to talk a lot about how the submind works. And we talk about relationship, we talk about self growth, we talk about how to be a better person. And a lot of times we look for something outside of us to have or to get in order to become the person that we want. So I'm going to take a different route and say that before we go outside, let's go inside and fix whatever needs to be fixed inside. And then once that change happens from inside, then everything
Mm.
that we want manifests from the outside. It becomes a lot easier to have a successful career, to have a good relationship, to feel confident if we feel that we have healed all the wounds inside.
You're amazing life coach, and I'm sure lots of my friends and our viewers they are waiting for your program, and people they want to contact with you. There is a phone number and website. They can find you, and let's change it with the here is a website and phone number, and
On
before
the website,
leaving, go ahead.
I'm just going to say something very quickly. When they go on the website, there is a short quiz
Mm-hmm.
that they can
Mm.
take and see how balanced their life is. And
Mm-hmm.
based upon the answers they get, based upon the wheel of life that they get, we have some suggestions for them. So it's a very short free test that they can take and get results immediately.
It's beautiful test. I
Perfect.
like it. So, Coach Bonnie, I know it's night time. You want to go for dinner, but before leaving, we didn't have meditation today. And are you ready for a quick meditation?
For a quick meditation. Yes,
Start
one
with the
second.
breathing.
You know the drill. You know the
Right,
drill.
right.
Give me one minute. Adjust. How much time do I have?
Anytime. Feel free.
As much as you want.
Yeah, as much as
How
you
much you
want.
want.
One hour. 1 hour. No, 42 minutes.
Wow. Wow. Hold on. One second, Mike. I don't know why my computer froze for a second. Okay. Are we ready?
Yes, I'm
Can you
ready.
hear me?
Yes,
Amir, can you hear me?
yes, yes.
Okay. So I hope that you're not driving. Just go ahead in a very comfortable position. Find a quiet place without distraction. And go ahead and just close your eyes and begin by putting your attention on your breathing. Inhale deeply into your abdomen and exhale through your mouth until your lungs are completely empty. Focusing on your breath as you inhale and exhale. Take another deep breath in and gently exhale through your mouth. And with each inhale, feel your body filling up with life. And with each exhale, let go of all the stress, worries, negative thoughts, all of it. That's right. Letting it all out. And take another deep breath in. Allow your body to become even more relaxed. In your belly fully, and once again, releasing any remaining stress or worry as you exhale. Letting it all out. Using this time only to become one with yourself. Relaxing more and more and even more. Feeling this relaxation from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. Calm, very relaxed, and very peaceful. And as you continue to breathe, breathe in the green energy of love. See this light as it enters your body from the crown of your head, traveling down and covering all the organs and every cell of your body. Notice your body relaxing more as your body is filled with this beautiful energy of love. Breathing in, and as you exhale, release any obstacle, any limiting belief, any thoughts that you may have that can make you feel doubtful, unworthy of this light, not deserving of this love. Any negative thought you have towards yourself that can sabotage and block this light from penetrating deep within you, all out. You are in charge of all of your thoughts. You can choose which ones can stay and which ones can go now. And it is time to let go of all the negative thoughts, all the limiting beliefs you have about yourself, because they don't serve you anymore. And as you release, your body of more to allow this magnificent love energy to feel every cell and every organ. And notice how your body is thanking you as you allow this brilliant light inside. Every cell of your body is joyful, relaxed, and in total harmony. Your mind and body in complete integration. Feel the joy and the love that is coming to you, through you, and within you. Feel the expansion. You are worthy of this love. You are deserving of this love. This love resides within you. Open your heart to receive it. This love is part of you. This love is you. Be open to receive this love. This love is a gift from you to you. And it will always be with you. Any other belief is just an illusion. Calm the mind and quiet the chatter. And listen to the sound of love. For you are love and only. Welcome back.
Great.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate for your
Thank
time.
you.
Yeah, so
Never
relaxing.
forget,
Thank you so much.
Thank
you
you.
are
And
loved.
see you. Thank you. And see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Los Angeles time with your amazing program. Every
Absolutely
Friday at
lovely.
4. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you
Take
again
care.
for everything.
Of,
Thank you for the
thank you.
meditation.
Of course. My pleasure. Bye bye.